Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Ow, that hurt. Oh, come here, you. So I decided to do an episode of the DCEU Extra. I've just uploaded today's DCEU Daily, talking all about Washington Post's article on the Snyder Cut. So check that out. But on here, I want to talk about the feedback I'm getting about Birds of Prey and debate whether the Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix deserves Joaquin to be nominated as Best Actor. We'll be talking about all of that. But first of all, I didn't get to see a test screening of Birds of Prey, which is a shame, but I was so overly focused on making sure I got to see the test screening of Wonder Woman 1984 because I thought that was very vital, especially for my subscribers as well, for the feedback which I gave you. So I didn't see the test screening of that, but people are telling me some interesting things. So these are the kind of things that I'm seeing on Twitter and personally being told to me. Several insiders suggest that the Ewan McGregor as Black Mask will become one of the greatest and biggest villains in the DCEU. I'm actually hearing one of the best comic book villains in the whole of the comic book movie community. Not much competition with the MCU, considering Thanos has only been the kind of okay, half-decent villain, if you like. So, let's have a look. Right. Here's another one. This is a guy called KC Walsh who's on Twitter. He's been saying a lot and amending what he says. Who knows if he's even seen the film or knows anything, but clarification, I totally misunderstood my source. Oh, he's got a source, oh dear. And the canary cry is present in the film. Update your tweets accordingly. Also, Cassandra Cain has very little in common with her comic book counterpart. Not a huge deal, but I wouldn't expect her to evolve into future Batgirl. Oh, shut up. You see, statements like that on a modicum of information is so dangerous, and it ruts the comic book community and the people who want to go and see these films, so shut it. So he goes on to say, loving a lot of what I'm hearing about Birds of Prey. If you've been following me, my coverage of plot and characters has been pretty spot on. But there is one thing in particular I don't like, but the good hopefully will outweigh the very small complaint I have. Very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, he says again, I misunderstood my source. The canary cry is present. I repeat, the canary cry is present. But this is the problem, mate. You said a very, very, very kind of triggering thing, that there was no canary cry in Birds of Prey, which is very important for Black Canary to have, and of course she has got that. But the feedback I'm getting in general, I mean, forget him, but in general I'm hearing it's a really good film. Now, we have to credit Walter Hamada here. Walter Hamada is building a franchise where good solo movies are being made, right? Good movies. Walter has allowed Margot Robbie to bring on her own director, her own producers, her own writers. Everything that went in to make that film was down to Margot Robbie. She brought in the people. So she's going to win huge praise. Remember, she set up this production company which predominantly is full of women. Now, there's part of me that thinks that's a bit unfair and I don't like it. But then again, seeing how badly women have been treated in Hollywood, I think this is kind of a good thing, isn't it? As long as we don't get a lot of them coming out and excluding men. But again, the problem is men have been excluding women from Hollywood productions and, for a very long time. So this is the problem. This is where the waters get murky. But I will say something. Everything I'm hearing is very positive. And I say that's credit to Walter Hamada and mostly credit to Margot Robbie, because nobody really knows much about Robbie. All I know is she used to be in Neighbours, a very famous Australian soap opera. She went to Hollywood. She's done really well for herself. I think she didn't like how Harley Quinn was done in Suicide Squad. She came out and said the over-sexualization of her, but she's kind of a sexual character in a way, and there'll be part of that in Birds of Prey. Look, I'm really, really, really excited with the feedback. In terms of Ewan McGregor's Black Mask, look, Some people have been saying Ewan McGregor isn't a great actor. Are you mad? Have you seen Trainspotting? Have you seen Trainspotting 2? He's a great actor. He really is, and I'm really proud that he's part of the DCEU. He's a great guy, and I can't wait. But that's no surprise to me that people are saying this is a great villain. Ewan McGregor is a great actor, and in the comics, Black Mask is freaking awesome. So I want to talk about this debate about the real reason why the Joker movie wasn't taken to San Diego Comic-Con, and it looks like they're going to be taking it to kind of more of the movie festivals that they do for hopeful Oscar-nominated movies, and whether that's right or wrong, we're going to have a big discussion. Right, so should we discuss this Joker debate, right? So yesterday, Disney shill Eric Davis, with a blue tick by his name, said this: the Joker movie possibly playing the Venice Film Festival makes sense in terms of what I've been hearing about the film, and that we may be looking at a potential award contender here. Joaquin Phoenix has been nominated for 3 Oscars, but he's never won. Is this his year? I think seeing the movie, seeing the test screening, I believe he's got a massive shout. And this would be unprecedented, of course, because comic book movies have struggled with actor nominations and wins. So let's have a look at someone else. So another shill who works, I think, for comicbook.com or some comic book site says this. He quote tweets Eric Davis's tweet and says this. This is Russ Balling Game. Almost certainly not, since the Academy already hates comic book movies, and it would be strange for Phoenix to win after rebooting the exact same role that Ledger won for. But never say never. Just look at the logic behind this. Why can't Joaquin Phoenix win an Oscar, right, for playing the Joker when he's playing a rebooted version of the role Ledger played? That doesn't even make fucking sense. What are you talking about? And this is just typical of people. They don't want, these blue ticks would hate it, right? These blue ticks would absolutely hate it if a DC movie won a Best Actor Oscar before the MCU, because the MCU can't do it. They're talking about Robert Downey Jr. That's absolutely outrageous. I've said it before. Robert Downey Jr. is a very talented man. Should have won an Oscar when he was a young man for playing Charlie Chaplin. It didn't happen. But you can't give him a bloody Oscar for putting a fucking metal suit on. We're talking about Joaquin Phoenix here. He should have won a Best Actor Oscar years ago. I have seen this film. He's absolutely magnificent. I think this has got a chance as best film as well. There's a massive commentary on male mental health, and I mean massive. Something that I'm very passionate about. I work with a lot of young men within the mental health community to try and help them, because not many people want to help men right now, do they? We're kind of the oppressors 2,000 years ago, so we're scum, right? So men need to help men. I like to help everyone, by the way. But this is why I say I'm not a feminist, I'm a humanist, basically. I care about everyone. I even care about animals. Hey, sorry. Anyway, getting back to the subject. So this, sorry, I've got to go back to this, right? Almost certainly not, since the Academy already hates comic book movies, and it would be strange for Phoenix to win after rebooting the exact same role that Ledger won for. Again, I don't get it. Look, Russ, I don't get it. Your biasness is ridiculous. Absolutely not. You're part of the Academy now. Probably one of the people fighting for Robert Downey Jr. to win that Oscar. No. Robert Downey Jr. is great as Stark. Brilliant actor. Love the guy. He rebuilt his career after fucking his life up. Amazing. But at the end of the day, right, no. I'm happy that the Joker movie is going to the Venice Film Festival. That's massive. That, you know, because even if Joker movie gets nominated multiple times and doesn't win, this is massive for what Walter Hamada and Peter Safran are trying to do. Trying to create a franchise and a universe that makes real films, not big, record-breaking box office movies. And there's a big distinction there. What do you want for this universe? Do you want it just to hit $1 billion every time? Or are you willing to accept movies that make little box office, that make profit, but actually are real movies that you want to watch again and again? Please comment down below and let me know. For me, what Warner Brothers are doing and Walter Hamada is the right way. Make real films. Give us something we can remember for the rest of our lives.